Hi guys, this is DinoSasha here and welcome back to another review. And today we're gonna take a look at the figure. It is the Schleich Knockoff Asiatic elephant. Now, Asian elephant or Asiatic elephant is a species of elephant distributed throughout the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia, from India and in the west of Borneo, and the east Nepal and Sumatra. Now, there are only 3 recognizing subspecies, like the Elephas maximus or Sri Lankan elephant, an Indian elephant, and the Sumatran elephant. Now, there is also another one known as the Borneo elephant, which is one of the smallest and the dwarfest species. Now, this size of those creatures can grow up to 11 feet or 3.3 meters tall, or somewhere between. Now, the size can only grow up to 4 tons weight, on 3.9 long tons or 4.4 short tons, and females weigh over 2.7 tons and 2.7 long tons or 3.0 short tons. Now, the Asian elephants are some of the largest land mammals in Asia and the second largest on the elephant family. Now, Asian elephants are much smaller than their African brethren, and despite that, they're literally dwarfed from the African cousins. However, unlike the African bush elephant, which both male and female have tusks, only the male have tusks, while females don't. And also, there are current 4 subspecies: the Indian, Sri Lankan, Sumatran, and the Borneo elephant. Now, there was also an extinct relatives like Syrian, Chinese, and the Javan elephant, who tragically go extinct for some despicable reasons. Now, their herbivores mainly eat plants, and they only chew on grass and other plant materials, and they also need a conflict with humans. Some were friends and foe. And let's take a look at the Indian elephant for no example. Now, the sculpt on the elephant looks exactly like the Schleich, but except it doesn't have a tag anything. But still, a very large animal to be the least, but still, a very powerful and tough animal, and I believe this some kind of an very issue about this elephant. And I believe this is the great design. And although it looks same as the Schleich knockoff, but I believe this looks very nice, and the sculptation on everything is very similar, and I kinda okay with that. And the pose is also the same as the Schleich counterpart, but I'm okay with that. So elephants are one of my lovable creatures because due to their intelligence, because they have big brains. And I kinda okay with this. But some believe the elephants are just as majestic as the other mammal. But I love the pose, it looks the same as the Schleich counterpart. And yes, all of which are the same. And the details is actually pretty nice indeed. Although this is very considered why this elephant may have the details. The same details is put on the elephant, which is a very good effort on that. But still, I kinda love this elephant design because it looks similar to those of Schleich. But in a way, I kinda like that. So, very good tusks, although they just straight towards each other. But that's okay. None of us will have happened if the tusks were different. And let's talk about the color scheme. Like the real elephant, it could shade of brown or gray, but I believe this bull elephant, which is nice. I should call it the Schleich knockoff bull Asian elephant instead of that. So, it's a pretty nice addition on that, so it makes suggestion that the bulls could have tusks. And yes, all of which are simply all grayish for whatever reason. And it's a male. Now I believe this is particularly a male because this one's have tusks. And let's take a look at the head. This is exactly, it has tusks, which means it's a male because due to have tusks. And it's a very obscured genus. And it's a very particular elephant nonetheless. But I believe this is a perfect design on the elephant. And believe it or not, the Schleich gets really in its nerves. But it's okay for once. But knockoffs are not simply the real reason. But still, are very respective. Anyways, we're gonna bring a ruler and let's give this elephant a measure. Terms from a length from the tip of the trunk, always tip of the tail, we're looking at about 5.5 inches, and which is only at around, as you can see, it is around as 13.5 centimeters, and height on top of the trunk, we're looking at about 4 inches, and which is only at about 10 centimeters. Now for comparison, I'm gonna bring up another Asian elephant, and that is from the Safari Ltd, released in 2010. Now I believe those two elephants might look alike, but despite the fact, let's take a difference from the gender from a male or female. This one have sharp tusks and have genitalia, which means it's a male. While this one, on the other hand, had no tusks, no genitalia, but had nipples, meaning it's a female. Which I believe these two animals may look alike, but the gender is pretty good indeed. And I never actually reviewed the Asian elephant, so that's okay. And the rating, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Although the design looks kinda similar to those of Schleich, but believe it or not, this is still a great figure nonetheless. But if you know this figure, let me know in the comments. Well, anyways, thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never miss the video, and leave a comment below. And I'll see you for another review about the Safari Ltd 2010 Adult Frog. Goodbye everyone, and see you all next time.